Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Rule Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness in the house of David the elect. I was a high spirit and loyal. And I'm just going to go in the spirit, you know. I woke up and I read, you know, just a few verses in the book of Baruch. You know, my son, suffer patiently the wrath that is brought upon you. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to suffer patiently, man. Suffer patiently. All right? Because patience itself means to suffer. And we have things that don't go well in our life. All right? We have things that vex us. We deal with people that got spirits on them. Hey, Shalom, elder. We have vexations. We have people that vex us. All right, spirits be on people. We have car problems. You got spirits be in your house. You live in an apartment. There's always some maintenance issue with your apartment. All right, you have your own nature works against you when it comes to the spirit. All right, your own nature works against you when it comes to the spirit. All right, you have your conflicts with, you know, your family, your immediate family, your extended family. All right, you have financial issues, or you may or may not have financial issues. You may or may not have health issues. That's part of the suffering patiently, man. All right, even seeing Esau eat them on top in your life has you have your issues, because ultimately your enemy is on top. You have these problems that you have because your enemy is up. He's up. You know, like he's the stranger that is within thee will get above thee very high. Well, if your enemy get above you very high, how do you think your life is gonna play out? You're probably gonna have a pretty hard life. In this country, where all 18 nations reside, all 18 nations have residency here in America, meaning they have their home country, but they're also here in America. This is the melting pot. But if you're in a country where all 18 nations reside, you could tell who's your enemy based on the nations that he despised. That's why it says in Zephaniah, gather yourselves, O nation not desired. We're the nation that's put last. But why are we put last? Because our enemy is up. They're in power. So if your enemy is in power, how do you think your life's gonna play out? You're gonna have a pretty hard life. So really, all the nations are our enemies because they're in a league with our enemy. And they took advantage of the spoiling of Jerusalem during the global slave trade. All right? So our life is hard systemically because this nigga got an advantage over us. You grew up in these hard cities, that's deprived of the resources that they're supposed to have because your enemy is up. He's in power, man. You know? And you got these different Hebrew Israelite factions coming against us. Nigga, come against the enemy. Like, you don't roll up on Esau challenging him like that, man. But you niggas a lot of you niggas are agents. Divide and conquer. Now, not that we're supposed to be unified because we, like, as though we teach the same doctrine. But you put more energy in attacking your mess. All right? We're in the twilight zone, man. Our women are in the fucking sunken place through feminism. So-called black man's in a fucking sunken place through this street shit. The number cause of death to the so-called black man under the age of 44 is gun violence. This nigga's under mind control. So-called black man, the so-called black woman, and the so-called Hispanic man, the so-called Hispanic woman.
So-called Native American man, so-called Native American woman, they're under mind control. Street culture is a form of mind control. Feminism is a form of mind control. It cross-engineered you outside your nature. You've been re-engineered to ruin your nation. Who do you think engineered your ass, man? You know, shalom, shalom. Who do you think engineered your ass to ruin yourself? Who do you think engineered your woman to give out her energy to college in the streets until she's like 40? Who engineered your woman to give her energy to college in the streets? Who engineered the so-called black man to ruin his life till he's about 30, 40 years old? You were under a spell. And then when you get older, in a lot of cases, not all, because you have something called an old fool, whether it's a man or a woman. But when you get older, the spell gets weak. So when a woman is 50, 60 years old, she's a little wiser than she was when she was 20, 30. The spell of feminism gets weak. When a man gets older, 40, 50 years old, maybe even 30, the street demon, it gets weak. You start to sober up mentally. I'm showing you that you were under a fucking spell. When you say, I was young and dumb and I was wild and you was under a fucking spell. I mean, a bastard is young and wild anyway. A lot of us was raised in the matriarch, so that's bastard culture. So a fatherless son, he's gonna be wild anyway. A fatherless daughter that grew up in a matriarch, she's most likely gonna be sexually promiscuous at an early age. That's statistics. But why would you have a culture that manufactures that behavior? Unless that behavior benefits your power structure. Because your enemy, the Israelites, I'm talking to the so-called white man at this point, your enemy, the Israelites, have to be in a position of being disempowered. You engineered them to deviate from Yahweh, to keep us from connecting with Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. So we can always be in a state of being primitive. See, the 2/3 of our people, whether they're the working class or street class, they're primitive. They're primitive in the sense that they obey their lower nature, they obey their flesh, their lust. You see? But who engineered your ass to be base like that, man? To where if you have an extended vocabulary, if you say a big word, it's like, damn, how he know that word? If you got a nice car, it's like, damn, nigga, how you get that car? Where you work at? If you speak correct English, it's like, damn, nigga, where you from? You from the inner city? You know? But if you see a picture of Jake from the 1930s and 40s and 50s, they look civilized, at least by Western standards. But now a nigga can't keep his pants up his behind. A nigga can't keep his dick in his pants. A nigga can't keep his pants up his behind. And a nigga can't keep his rod in his pants. Because a nigga is fucking basic. Eve used to have a word about herself. She used to have a word. She used to personify a word once upon a time called elegant. At least in the way she dressed. Israelite women were elegant. Women used to be elegant and classy. Now you're trash. If you want an escort, I could get an escort. But the average woman ain't supposed to be no fucking harlot, man. But what does it say in Amos 7:17? Thy wife should be a slut in the kingdom, man. All right? Thy wife was a thought before you met her. You know? Thy wife should be a harlot in the city, man. And also said thy sons should die by the sword. WLBT. There's always some young nigga with an underdeveloped face, meaning this nigga ain't even got full facial hair. He's biologically a man, but he hadn't finished puberty. He hadn't spread, his shoulders ain't spread out. He still got a baby face, nigga. Laid the fuck out in the streets, man, because of the curses. See? You see? See, so I mean, that's pretty much the point. I'm not gonna prolong it, but our people are the demonic spell. All right. It started with slavery because our culture and the richness of who we were got erased from us. It got beaten out of us. Then it came with the re-engineering with Edomite supremacy, all right, materialism, consumerism, all right, the American dream. Because some niggas, I can't put the whole street thing out. I can't keep talking about the streets with every Jake, because some Drakes, they're not street niggas. They just believe in the American dream. They just, or they're fucking amoral. So they might get up and go to work, and they might know a lot of skills and shit, but they're primitive. They're just niggas, the adulterers, the eat swine, all those different things. Some niggas just, they military niggas, you know? But they just don't believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They don't fear him. And one thing I learned from Elder Pastor Hart, a nigga gonna fear something. So either you gonna fear the so-called white man or the so-called black woman. You living for something, man. And as you can see, niggas are worshiping, they worshiping the foot of the so-called black woman more than ever. All right? And they worshiping so-called white man more than ever, man. So either they so-called woke, but if they woke, they probably more into the so-called black woman being a damn queen. You know? Or they just believe in this Babylonian shit, man. Alright, so, I mean, that's pretty much the point. It's a lot, my phone dropped. That's pretty much the point, man. You know? I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. The water for tuning in. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakudash. I want to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops. Great millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings out the weathers and house of David the elect. And I also want to say, you know, strive to, you know, eat cleaner, you know, and, you know, have a healthy lifestyle, because part of the reason why we hate this society, all right, sometimes you just wake up and you're tired, you go to work and you go home and you're tired. But one thing that helps is just, you know, eating cleaner. So your body don't have to do all that extra work to break down food. All right, break down processed food. So you have a little more energy. And with that, I want to say, Shalom.